Reference. What is that word? Reference. Reference are objects that people use to approximate the length of other objects. Okay? So a common example is the width of your pinky fingernail. Just look at your pinky fingernail for a moment. Okay, look at how beautiful it is. My wife has this strange genetic mutation where her pinkies are like bent inwards.
Mine's bent outwards.
It's like a genetic, yeah, weird. It's like a genetic thing that everybody in her family has.
Oh, really?
Okay, but the width of your pinky fingernail is approximately 1 centimeter. And you can test that. Do you guys all have a ruler? Yeah, take your ruler out and just compare the width of your pinky fingernail with a centimeter. And you can kind of see that, yeah, it actually is pretty close. Other reference, it kind of depends on the person and the size of your feet, but about the distance from your wrist to your elbow is, at least my wrist, to the elbow is how long?
Probably that's a foot.
This is 30 centimeters or a foot, right? But we're not dealing with feet today, so that's what you do. Actually, I had a friend when I was living in Lacombe. The distance from his thumb to his pinky like this was pretty much a foot. And so when he did contracting, and so when he wanted to measure a wall, he would just take his hand and go like this along the wall to get an approximation for how many feet it was.
Was he literally that? Was his hands that long?
He's got like baseball glove hands. He's got big hands. Okay?
How far is yours going?
So those are called reference. They're either things on your body or other things that you have laying around that you know are approximately a certain length, and you use those things to approximate the lengths of other objects. Make sense? So what I want you to do is I want you to use your pinky nail as a referent, and I want you to approximate these three objects. Okay? The thickness of a CD case, I'll give you one in a moment. The width of a page in your textbook. Okay, so that would be from here to here, just going across. And then the length of your calculator. So with your calculator, that's going from top to bottom. I want you to just approximate those distances using your pinky, and then get a more exact answer using a ruler. What'd you get, Kendall?
I got like 1.1.
1.1?
I did like a millimeter.
What about you guys? Did you get anything different? Around 1? Okay, what was the actual length? 1. Pretty much 1 dead on. Textbook. How wide was it? Pinky wise.
20.
20?
It was like 19.
21?
Mine was 19.
21-ish. I got 16 and a half. The actual length?
I got
20?
I got 19.
It's about 20. Right. The length of your calculator?
Mine was 15.
About 15. 15. I got 16.
I got 8. I went this way.
Oh, okay. And the actual length?
It was about 17.
It was about 17,
Would
18.
it depend on who?
It kind of depends on what kind of calculator you have. If you have a TI-83 or a TI-84. But you can see that using a reference is pretty close to the actual measurements.
Yeah, mine's a bit wider.
You guys follow? Right? Using a reference is pretty close to being true to the actual value. So that's the whole idea behind a reference.